Welcome back, I'm Chef Eddie and you're watching Econ Food Wars. Here we have two economies. We have Strugolia and Utopia. Now at the beginning of the show they started off with the same resources and we're going to see what they did with these resources to grow their economy. Okay. Strugolia, I have to be honest and a little harsh. Your product, it didn't turn out as good as we expected with the resources we gave you at the beginning of the show. What do you think happened?
Well, we did have some problems. Some of our problems were we couldn't use all of our resources. We struggled with our technology. We were limited on what we could use. Some of the property rights in our country struggle with clear title. Some of our population isn't very well educated. We do teach them skills, but they don't really go to school out in the rural areas.
So your production ends up being like this because of those factors.
Because we can't add all the resources that we would like to.
Right. One thing I noticed would contribute to that is your mixing bowl. Now I pulled it out of the back. Why were you mixing in a bowl like this? And why was there a lid on it?
Well, we have a closed economy, and as government officials, we like to keep control over what's happening in our country and in our economy. We don't like other people adding to it. We're not really open to free trade.
All right. Well, one thing I noticed, if you would have taken this off and made it a little bigger, made your economy more open, you probably could have produced a lot more with the resources we did give you, and you probably could have allocated the resources that you did have of education and technology a little efficiently to improve your economy.
Yeah.
Utopia. Now, I noticed that you started a little similar to Strugolia with an economy like this. I'm sure the changes you implemented help your product and economy do well.
Yeah, our economy at the beginning was completely closed, so we opened our economy completely open. We make some block trades with other countries, so that helped us to bring things that we didn't have in our economy. Something that we brought was we were able to bring extra large eggs that we didn't have, so that helped us to have better final results. We never tried butter before because we didn't produce in our country, so we brought it from other countries too, and that added more taste. Something that we work very hard is to bring the technology that we didn't have. So we brought these at least 10 times even faster for us to produce things.
So I see you guys were really innovative this round.
Yeah, that's something that we did with the upper economy, but what we did too is we implement some laws that help people to create a business easier and reduce our capital debt.
Alright, so are you saying that active ingredient helped reduce your debt capital?
Our debt capital, that is right.
Perfect. Well, your product ended well and you have a lot of it with your open economy. You produced a lot more than you have been previously. So good job, you won.
Oh, thank you.
I have to say when I was judging, it wasn't really a competition. You didn't produce what was expected with the resources you were giving or allocate them effectively. So I'm sorry to inform you that you're cut, you lose. You have to go home to your underdeveloped country now.
Okay. As we discussed, developing nations have a difficult time with economic growth. They're kind of stuck in their economies. They have closed economies. They don't welcome imports. They promote protectionism to try to protect their jobs and the income that they do have. They oftentimes don't have the resources or the extra money for savings or to invest in technology like the more advanced countries do, and this prevents their economies from growing.
So what happened, our economy was almost the same size as the other economy that we were talking about, Strugolia. But what we did, and we relate this to economic growth, is that we open our economy so we have a chance to relate this trade of products from other countries to our economic growth.